Howdy Friday. It's me, Connie G, sitting in Peace Home Studio with my co-hosts who now are more complete. Let's check them out. We've got this gal with the pink hair. You remember last week she was in borrowed clothes. Nothing wrong with that. I do it all the time. But she's got her own outfit now and I'm feeling pretty good about it. Gave her a nice full skirt, a little lace for preciousness. She's got a clean white blouse. Bloomers, we always have to cover our heinies. And she is looking snazzy in this outfit. I feel it turned out better than I had hoped. I had something in mind, made it, and it worked out. I love it when a plan comes together. Got her hair fixed nice and sweet. She looks like she's maybe going on a job interview for Hobby Lobby or maybe a picnic. It's the last day of May. It's time to get out there, get those picnics rolling, because soon it's going to be too hot. Remember this gal? She had no face, but she was very lovely dressed. Her dress is still the same. I did give her some bloomers. Ooh! And I gave her a sassy little hairdo with the felting needle. Oh, it turned out to be a little bit more of a chore than I wanted it to be, but the results are fantastic. She kind of reminds me of Rita Moreno in West Side Story, so I call her Rita. But both of these girls are transitions to my ultimate pattern, the one that I have made that is all my design, taking from other people, but using things that I really like and exciting that touch element that is so crucial to my creations. And I'll show you that toward the end. Remember last week I was cruising through all my old sewing machines that I was digging up out of the basement, some good, some bad. The dressmaker, I tried it out and it works fantastic. It might need a little tweaking as far as the tension goes. That's usually the case with older machines. But that thing sews like butter. It's wonderful. I love it. And it's surpassing all my sewing dreams. I am stitching the world. Feels good. So the machine thing has worked out well. Haven't been able to really check out the poser machine yet because all it does is bring weeping and gnashing of teeth every time I've ever had a hope for it. I don't know what I'll do with it, but until now, really digging on the dressmaker. I've also gotten a great request from a friend, sort of family member who lives in North Carolina. She sent me a message asking if I would make her a ninja. You know, some of the best ideas come from other people. If it weren't for other people, I never would have made a unicorn. A unicorn? I don't know. Can you make a unicorn, Connie? Let's find out. Maybe. So I did. I went through my sock hoard, socks that kind of came in a package with other brightly colored socks that I never thought I would use. Well, guess what? I used them for a ninja. Yeah, here he is. Maybe you've seen his picture on Instagram and on Facebook. I gotta say, it turned out surprisingly well, and that happens sometimes. When you're making things up, sometimes they're just awful, and you sort of have to know when to cut and run, just pitch it in the trash, and sometimes you get something really awesome. So now I'm working on his ninja outfit. She said, just make his arms black and his legs black and just make him a kimono, but I've never made a kimono. I don't know. So I was digging around in fabric. Don't have a lot of black. It's just not a color that I pick up, but I will be now. So I foraged out an old skirt that I got out of a bag of clothes from a friend of mine who was cleaning out her closet. It's a velvet skirt, a black straight velvet skirt, and I kept it even though it was still a little too tight for me. I kept it because I have a place in my heart for velvet. but I saw it in my closet. I thought, I'm never going to wear it. It's a little worn. Velvet hides that kind of thing really well, but this skirt has been loved. I can find another one sometime. And I pulled the lining out, which is real thin and cool, and I thought that would make a really good ninja kimono and pants. But you know, now that I've pulled it all apart, I might use the velvet. He could be a velvet ninja. He could be Gary, the velvet ninja. These are all great ideas that come from digging around in your own stuff. Instead of abandoning something and running to the store, because we all, as Americans, we kind of like to solve problems with our checkbook, with our pocketbook, with our debit card. Let's don't do that. Let's see what we've got, because sometimes digging in the stuff you already have gives you great ideas and leads you in crazy directions, and crazy is what sets us apart. I like crazy. I embrace the crazy. I encourage you to do that too. So we've got the ninja taken care of. We've discussed our girls over here. We have lauded the wonders of found sewing machines. And don't forget, it's the last day of May, which means tomorrow is the first Saturday of June. What happens on the first Saturday of every month? Goodwill, half price, and my basket hoard is disturbingly low. I've only got a few left. I keep using them for projects, but as you know, I like to store them up for Christmas, to put all the Christmas goodies that I make in the basket to distribute to family members and really close friends. I love to bake. Oh my gosh, my sons gave me a KitchenAid mixer. It had come to them from one of their friends. They never used it. And I got it. They gave it to me. They said, hey, we have this KitchenAid mixer. Would you like? I have always wanted one, but I could never bring myself to spend the money to get one, because I think I'm never going to use it that much, especially now. My kids are grown, but at Christmas, every Christmas, I think, it's almost worth getting one just to make this job easier. Good things really do come to those who wait. And to those who have 3 awesome sons, they gave it to me. Check it out. It is so amazing. I found a place for it in my kitchen. It works great. It took a little bit of a spit shine, not much. It has a story behind it. I love when things have a story. But that's what I'm talking about. Do without for a little while. Things will come to you sometimes, and if they don't, just make it up as you go. And if it stays with you long enough, you need it bad enough, yes, break down and spend the money. But you don't have to. And look at all the creative things that happen when you have to figure something out of your own. All right, preaching's over. And speaking of Saturdays, I'm thinking of moving my videos to Saturdays. What do you think? If you've got a good idea for a name, like this is Howdy Friday, I don't know if I want to call it Howdy Saturday, but we'll think of something. If you've got an idea, leave a comment. I'd love to see it. I call her Tiffany, but she's really Emily 1. I call her Rita, but she's really Emily 2. This is Emily 3. She looks great. She feels great. I put sand in her bottom, in her feet, and in her hands, so she's got some weight to her. I really like that. She's going to be great to dress. I've got her some stockings already built in because I love that. I don't know. It's that raggedy thing. It just lives with me. It's part of who I am. I put the buttons. You remember this girl. Let me take off her sweater. She has buttons holding her arms on, and buttons on the outside is very, very quaint. Very, very adorable. I love that. It looks very country. It's very sweet. This girl, I put the buttons on the insides of her shoulders. So now they're here. Her arms move very nicely, very, very well. But you'll look, her shoulders look really, really nicely flowing down from her neck. The button is hidden. We've got good movement. We've got a good stable arm. It's good and strong. I used extra strong cording to keep those buttons in place. Then I finished her shoulders. Guys, I'm really happy with this. I can't wait to bring her to life, give her a face, give her some hair. For goodness sakes, give her some clothes. And it's great. Also, I'd like to draw your attention to the fact that I've got my email address, peacehomestudio@outlook.com, with the appropriate periods interspersed to set the words apart. If you see something you like, if you've got a great idea and you'd like me to whip something up for you, shoot me an email. I check them every day, and even if you have something nice to say or something constructive, I really want to hear it. I want to get to know my viewers. So anyway, that is about all that's going on in here today. I tried to blast it all out as quickly as possible. Remember, Christmas is only months away. I know a lot of you are like, but it's going to come whether you want it or not. Are you ready? I've got a hoard building right now. Even though my basket hoard is small, my packaging hoard, my things that I'm going to use to put cookies and candy and different things in for Christmas is growing. We'll see which ones of them work, which ones don't. And let's give a shout out to our girls in Somerset, England. Going to be making some of these. Bustle and Sew, that's Helen and Rosie in Somerset. They produce a beautiful, beautiful digital magazine. They let it out every month. It's full of adorable, adorable projects that she and her daughter make themselves. They sew. They have an Etsy shop, of course. Bustle and Sew. Check it out. They also have a blog, and they post pictures of their beautiful home, their gardens, the landscape in Somerset, England, which is just beautiful. They have recipes, and they have loads and loads of projects that they have made themselves. Some of them are like these adorable little mice. Most of them are embroidery. Very clever, very simple, very beautiful. I'm just amazed every time I see their work, and just appear to be lovely, lovely people. So I would love to be these women when I grow up. They are amazing. So I'll probably be making some mice, pincushion mice. I haven't forgotten about our elephant. Oh, I put that book away, but there was a pincushion elephant, a retro. I went through all my felt because that's really what you need for the mice and for the elephant. I'm falling a little short in that area. I don't want to break down and spend money. So let's just keep our eyes open, maybe tomorrow at Goodwill, and see what we come across before dropping that cash in a retail environment. Anyway, have a great weekend. The last day of May means the first day of June, heading toward Father's Day. Don't forget the dads out there. Feed them. That's usually what I do with my dad, make him something really good because the man lives on sugar. But it'll make him smile, and we all like that. So have a great weekend. Have a great week. Remember, I'm working on Etsy. I'm working on mice. I'm finishing dolls. I'll have a picture of those up on Facebook and Instagram. And looking forward to Christmas. Don't fear the holidays. They're there. Embrace them. Accept them. Be the holiday. Well, be you. But if you can't be you, be the holiday. All right. Thanks for joining, and I'll see you next week.